Hello again, YouTube. How's it going today, guys? We got another fun one here for you. Today we're looking at Arceus, Flygon, Sandaconda VMAX, Beedrill deck, right? It's a fun one. There's a lot of different attackers. This is a variation of the 9th placed regionals finisher, Charlie Lochner, right? They played very similar. I think there's like 58 cards of that list. Made some changes myself, and yeah, it's a pretty fun deck. It's really neat. It's centered around, right, Arceus, with different attackers this time. We have Flygon in here, Dragon type attacker, Draconic Impulse, 160. If it's a VMAX, it does another 160, so you're in for a 320 on some of the big tanky guys. It's a VMAX's KOs Mew if there's no Oranguru in play, right? Things like that. That's huge for it as well. A lot of the dark's weak to fighting, right? A lot of the meta was dark, right? And a lot of the meta was Arceus too. So we have like things like Gengar, Arceus, Jolteon is also weak to fighting. Jolteon was coming back, and so that's why we're playing Sandaconda VMAX today with a G-Max Cyclone. It does 180. Move any amount of energy from Pokemon to your other Pokemon any way you like, but the biggest thing is it is 180 and it's a fighting Pokemon, so we're playing that as to counter the Arceus and counter the Gengars, counter the Jolteons, things that aren't playing Dunsparce or are weak to fighting. So we're gonna go with Sandaconda as our attacker. And another huge thing is it's not weak to Psychic. So like Urshifu, very good in the meta sometimes, but Mew is out, right, which is hits Urshifu for weakness, so then it's not very good about Urshifu. But Sandaconda, weak to grass this time, so things like Leafeon is what it'd be weak to. So not too many Leafeons in the meta, so that's why we play Sandaconda as a fighting attacker. We also have Beedrill with a Persist Sting, right? If your opponent's active Pokemon has any special energy attached to it, it's knocked out. We're playing that forward to counter against Mew as well. Sometimes some builds of Mew only play special energies. Right, if you're sticking to the list that Natalie Miller won Brisbane with, it's only play special energies, and they cut all the basics. So this just OHKOs any Mew Meloetta for 1 grass energy. So that's Beedrill's pretty fun. We're not playing any Weedles or Kakuna, so we have to play Mustard to get the Beedrill out. Pretty simple to do, pretty easy to do with Ultra Ball, Quick Ball, Cram in the format, things like that, and Training Court in the format as well. So we just discard our head down to just Mustard. Go switch deck for Beedrill, put on our bench, and then we could draw 5 cards. We play heavy counts of Air Balloon and Training Court, so we can easily get like discard a grass energy and get the Beedrill into the active by retreating with Air Balloon. So that's the general list. We got some energy searches in here. We got to find counts of energy, right? Playing 3 turbo, 4 fighting, 3 grass for the Beedrill, and then also for the Flygon, because it takes grass and fighting, and for Sandaconda. So energy search, we gotta find which one we're looking for. We do play 2 Ordinary Rod, because sometimes we have to Ultra Ball with the Beedrill to get it out of our hand, and then to go search for it, we have to Rod it back in. We also get energy back in. That's why we play lower counts of the energies. So 2 Ordinary Rod, 1 Pal Pad, because I think 2 Boss or 2 Research and 1 Raihan or 2 Mustard sometimes isn't enough, so we play the Pal Pad. Just try to reuse those bosses, the Raihans or the Mustards. Right, 4 Quick Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, pretty consistent, pretty standard there. We have a Tool Scrapper to get rid of opposing capes, to get rid of opposing charms, to get rid of opposing belts, anything that would like, hey, jammers as well. Any jammers that could go around, anything that would like either slow us down and not taking knockouts or do more damage to us. So Tool Scrapper's in there for that. We do have 1 path to the peak, try to slow down Mew. This could be another Training Court, because we are kind of based around abilities with Guru. Well, Guru's doesn't get shut up by path, but that's an ability. But I'm at Crobat with a Dark Asset. Right? We also have Starbirth. We also have Lumineon, so we have to bump the paths, maybe bump our own paths. But once we're done using abilities, we can just play path to the peak, shut down any Mews that might be trying to use their abilities to draw cards and take knockouts. We also have, right, talked about 3 Air Balloons. We have 1 Charm to make the Arceus 300 and 10 HP, really tanky 2 prizer right there. We can make the Sandaconda 350, which doesn't get OHKO'd by Mew, right? The Flygon is at 250, it's not too bad, right? Just make it a bit tankier so it's harder to take knockouts. We have Choice Belt, 2 of those guys. So Arceus can hit 210 with a turbo energy, it's huge numbers. Flygon also hits 350. With a Choice Belt attached to it, which can KO any opposing Duraludons if they don't have a charm. And Sandaconda would hit 210 into some Pokemon like Suicune. So that's why we have belts in there. And then I already talked about energy splits. We're going Fighting Grass. So really good synergy with the Flygon, Beedrill, and Sandaconda. And of course, Arceus is colorless, so it takes anything. Also the Guru, we can Private Wisdom the Beedrill back into the deck and mustard it out if we get a playable card off the mustard. So that's what the Guru's in there. And the Zigzagoon, we can KO opposing Arceus with turn 2, we can go Trinity Nova. Turbo Energy brings it down to 180. Choice Belt back up to 210, and then 220 with the Goon Ping. So that's in there with the belt. So it goes, yeah, Turbo is 180, Belt is 210, Goon Ping is 220 to KO opposing Arceus that we can turn 2 boss KO. But yeah, that's the list. It's there's a lot going on, but it's pretty fun. I played it to a tournament the other day, and I started the tournament off pretty high. It went 7-0. Had some unlucky draws to finish it and finished 8-4 and kind of called it a night. But just messing around with it, picked it up for the first time and did well. So I can see why Charlie did extremely well with it after playtesting it and probably more consistent list. But yeah, that's the deck. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to do a few games, see if I can show you guys how it works. Yeah. Nice. Looks like we get to go first here in this game. Turn 1, we're looking for Arceus. Does not look like we found an Arceus. Well, kind of. We're looking for Arceus plus attach. We also have research for next turn too. So we can go Crobat and also Arceus if we find one of those energies. Looks like we're up against Jolteon. Jolteon should be a lot of fun. We have to save this Training Court though to bump any paths, which we can actually discard our path. But we just go into Sandaconda. Actually find Arceus plus Turn 1 attachment. But we just go into Sandaconda. Gotta call it a day against our opponent. There's the Sandaconda as well, so I'm gonna go Arceus, attach to Arceus, quick ball away the path to the peak, and now we're just trying to hopefully play around Marnie. Sandaconda. I'm trying to think if nope, prize Guru. So I was gonna check for the Guru so you can Primary Wisdom the Training Court back on top in case they do Marnie us, go Marnie path, but unfortunately we prize the Guru. So we're just gonna hold a hand here and save the Ultra Ball next turn for discard the top deck plus Ordinary Rod, probably play the Training Court, go find the V-Star, and then just research after we evolve Sandaconda. That'll be a turn 2. We want to accelerate to our Sandaconda and then just try to sweep from there. And hopefully our opponent doesn't kind of just run over Jolteon really. Our opponent could try to boss stall. They might be playing Echoing Horn in the newer build of Jolteon. But yeah, as long as they don't go Marnie path, we should be fine. And yeah, Sandaconda should just be able to take KOs on the fighting weak Pokemon. So good deck for Jolteon being in format again. We can also, right, if we for some reason Sandaconda doesn't make it happen, right, we did attach to Fighting Energy here. So we can also try to Beedrill this, right? There's a speed energy there. We can go for the Beedrill plays, Fighting Grass Energy, just take a KO, like a one-shot. For some reason, if our Sandaconda goes down or we can't get to it, don't have enough Fighting Energy, there's the Marnie. We can also try to Beedrill that, because it does have a special energy attached. Not the best route to go, but it is possible. Alright, see if they find a path here, see if they can slow us down. It looks like we do have the Beedrill play. I wouldn't hate that. Ultra Ball away boss plus the top deck. Go for Sandaconda VMAX, something like that. And try to mustard the Beedrill out. We can take a KO on his Jolteon. I think I'm just going to go into Arceus though, but having the Beedrill there isn't too bad. I just might go for that play anyways, just to see cards. They give me Jolteon. They want to conserve the energy. It's not bad. There's the Beedrill itself. Alright, so cool thing about Mustard, right? If we search a deck in any way, we can still draw 5 cards. So if the second Beedrill isn't in there, we can still draw. So we're going to go Ultra Ball. So see you later on the boss and the Beedrill. Find a Sandaconda VMAX. Right now we're just looking for an Air Balloon and Turbo Energy and Choice Belt. So we're going to try to see some cards here off the Mustard. And just start with for the other pieces. Go find that Beedrill. Nice. There's the Air Balloon. That's good. So we can take two prizes here. So I'm going to go Starbirth. Find ourselves a Turbo Energy. And a Choice Belt. Knock out the Jolteon. Nice. Choice Belt. And yeah. pretty nil. Take a knockout on the Jolteon. Let's find 3 fighting energies or 2 fighting energies in the grass, unfortunately, because it looks like we prized the fighting, but we should be good to go from here. They can go with the Jolteon, and we just Oko them. All we gotta do is find an energy. So if for some reason they fan of waves, this turbo energy, right? They go like fan of waves, try to slow us down, right? We can just go hard retreat with an energy. Or if they were trying to retreat the Jolteon, we can also just boss them back up. But yeah, our route is just gonna go Sandaconda, take a knockout. And that should just try to clean them up from there. They should be trying to like pin missile or something. I guess they could give us 3 prizes and 3 prizes. We did only take 2 prizes, so let's see what our opponent decides to go into. Excuse me. Jesus. Bit of hiccups there. Nice. I'm just going for the research. Oh, also we could just go into the Beedrill too. So with the speed energy being here, we can just go into the Beedrill next turn, take a knockout, or we can go into the Sandaconda and take a knockout. So us threatening the Beedrill there means they have to go for the KO. If not, we just hard retreat the Arceus. Yeah, I think I might just hard retreat the Arceus into the Sandaconda, move the fighting energy from the Arceus. Right, with GMAX Cyclone, we can move the energy around, right? So I'm going to move the fighting energy from this Arceus here onto the Sandaconda, move the energy, grass energy onto the Beedrill. Just kind of go from there. I think I also want to attach another energy as well. Maybe just attach grass and then move the fighting and the grass around. So I also, right, Flygon, right, gets in there too. If they hit the Arceus, I can just move the energy to Flygon and then try to Draconic Impulse, KO Jolteon. So it looks like we're just like pretty favored against Jolteon, really. Right, Hundo, nice. Beach is probably gonna die next turn, so just attach here. Actually, I think I want another fighting here, to be honest, because it takes 2 fighting. Yeah, just gonna go retreat, Sandaconda, use the turbo energy to pay the 2 retreat cost, and just GMAX Cyclone. I'm gonna move the energy from here. And there, nice. So, right, Jolteon, big weak to fighting. And we see it there in the concession from our opponents, right? Just saying, hey, I can't handle your big Sandaconda VMAX. I'm gonna concede. And that kind of goes for everyone else that's weak to fighting, right? Like Dunsparce doesn't shut off Gengar, but if they're not playing Dunsparce, then we just kind of run through Arceus decks. Arceus decks? RCI decks? Arceus decks. Yeah, pulling a little Arceus. I don't know. Anywho, yeah, Sandaconda, pretty cool, pretty neat. Beedrill can also get in there. If they target down not Beedrill, then Beedrill just cleans up sometimes. So you can threaten Beedrill against Mew decks and against opposing Arceus decks that attach Turbo Energy. So really cool, really neat deck, and big fan of it. You can just try to punish from there. But yeah, that's the deck. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna try to play some more. Yeah, we do just bully and Jolteon decks. Play some more on stream. So speaking of stream, I stream most days at Sax17. So if you guys like the content, you can come find me live. Ask any questions, just come hang out. But that's where you can find me over on Twitch as well. But yeah, that's it. That'll do it for today. Have a good one, guys. So I'll see you next time.